How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlett, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we'd take a look at some information that I think you guys might find worthwhile. This was all sent to me by Steelix on Twitter, also known as Guzzhole, who basically is a lad that's been just kind of trying to research every little inch and bit of the upcoming Pokemon games and whatnot. So yeah, we're just gonna take a look at everything he has to say and just yeah, enjoy. So sit back, relax. Question of the day today, guys. Out of all the Pokemon behind me here, we got you know, a bit of a nice selection of Pokemon here. Which one of these is your favorite out of these plushies? Let me know. Also, thank you to my girlfriend for putting them here just randomly on this cardboard box. It is what it is. Either way, let's get started. So, first things first, ladies and gentlemen, we got this post right here. So, here's basically what Steelix more or less is saying, right? So, he sent this picture, or this tweet, which was from Centro, and here's what Centro basically said, Centro Pokemon, right? Remembering when the initial evolutions of the starters were revealed. Black and White, 1 week before launch. X and Y, 1 month before launch. Sun and Moon, 1 month and a half before launch. Sword and Shield, they were not disclosed. And then Legends, question mark, right? Now, here's the thing. We have still not yet seen anything about the evolutions of the starters in Legends. There's nothing about them, right? We haven't seen them show up in any of the game footage. We haven't seen them evolve at any point. We've literally not seen anything about Rowlet, Oshawott, or Cyndaquil in any way, shape, or form that shows them evolving in any kind of way. So the question then is, right, will they have new forms? I think the most likely case here is yes, they'll have brand new forms, brand new evolutions for them. In this case, that will look different and everything. And I guess we're just waiting to see how that's going to turn out, because personally, I don't really know. And I guess they're just trying to say here that like, if the previous ones were about 1 week to 1 month before release, then will this also be in a similar vein, so to say? Now, again, we don't really know. We'll have to wait and see, because again, we just want to see those middle stages and those final evolutions to see what they actually look like. Because even the middle stages could look different, right? Instead of having a, I don't know, Darthrix for, Rowlet, we could end up having a brand new evolution for it. It could happen, you know what I mean? There's no way that it wouldn't be a possibility. So keep that in mind. Either way, next up. So he goes on and says this. Also, Masuda hasn't tweeted in a while, and he's usually tweets every day, if not usually missing 1 day. He might have been recording a presents or something. And here's the thing. He tweeted this, but he hadn't tweeted for a while at the point when he tweeted this, which was on the 3rd of October. He hadn't tweeted for a while after, by the time this was posted. So a bit of a strange case, right? A bit of a strange case. Again, could mean nothing, but we'll have to continue. Then he continues on and says, hasn't tweeted since this, by the way, and also this was the last tweet he did since then. By the way, OHMORI is actually more interesting, and if you guys don't know OHMORI, he's one of the big directors over at Pokemon who takes care of a lot of the game development stuff. And it says here, OHMORI is actually more interesting because we haven't seen him in a while. He could be directing the next games right now. He usually appears and presents. And this is actually true. And somebody made a post on 4chan about this, which I think is actually a really interesting post and something that's worthwhile talking about. So, Anon. Nintendo pays for every project they undertake as part of the exclusive publishing deal they have with Game Freak for Pokemon games, as every other publisher with second-party deals with studios does. You're delusional and raving to the point of making an actually shitty fanfic about them needing to run DLC to milk profits. And that I agree with. I think it wouldn't make any sense for them to run DLC for a long time to milk profits, because the honest to God truth is they will just make less money with DLC. It's just the honest to God truth. They'll just make less money 100%. There's no question about it. They're just going to make less money from it. And he continues on. You're delusional and raving to the point of making actual shitty fanfics and needing to run DLC to milk profits when releasing a new gen at November eclipses any and all profits they theoretically generate for Legends, as they know themselves. OHMORI, lead series director, is nowhere to be seen or heard. Exactly, we haven't seen him at all this year, which isn't something he does when he's leading a project. He gets in front of camera and introduces it. The fact OHMORI hasn't shown his face in any video yet points to him working on a different project, and there's a new gen due next November. Odds are he's banging away on that instead of with Legends, further driving a nail into your "they're going to drag this out for ages, let me cope with growing up" witherings. So basically, he's just memeing on the people who are saying that DLC is what they're going to do next year. And I agree, DLC is not going to be the case next year. I mean, maybe they might do some DLC, and maybe they might not. But I'm going to just say this. I think that they're going to release next gen next year. And the reason for that, again, I've already pointed out a million times, but it's just, it makes sense. They have nothing else for the rest of that year. Legends comes out at the start of the year in January. There's nothing for the rest of the year to do, right? And you might say, DLC. Well, the thing is, DLC doesn't make as much as you might think. DLC makes money, sure, but it's not the same. It's not the same thing, because DLC, they can't charge more than what, like $20 for it, give or take, right? And it's not gonna, not everybody's gonna buy it, you know what I mean? It's just the honest to God truth. And a way I can tell you that how this operates is the same principle as when you make a Let's Play on YouTube. The first episode of a Let's Play always does the best. The second one does somewhat okay. The third one is when it starts going downhill. The reason for this is because people will usually jump in on the first one, but they won't always return, especially casual fans, which are the ones that make the buttload of money for Pokemon, because it's the casual fans that make the large majority, okay? A large majority of income for Pokemon, you know, comes from like the general fans. And guess what? The general fans won't pay attention to the DLC. They might pay attention to everything else, but they won't pay attention to the DLC as much as they pay attention to a brand new generation releasing, which is a much bigger thing. I mean, the fact that channels like Philip DeFranco, if you know who that is, who does news, the fact that he even mentions the trailers, the big trailers when they release, you know, or get revealed, that shows you how far the reach is when it's a big reveal like that, especially for a new generation. When it's a DLC, there's just less interest. It's honestly just like less interest because people will play the game, they'll be done with it, and they'll move on. Same way I didn't care about the Breath of the Wild DLC. I played the game a bit, never got to really finish it, didn't really have a reason to go and buy the DLC. It was just kind of there. Of course I'm not going to buy it, I have no purpose for it. So it's just that kind of principle I'm trying to get across here. But let's continue through the rest of the post. So yeah, so it's only going to get more interesting as we get closer to Pokemon Day, which is true, definitely. And then he goes and tells me this as well. So something interesting. And then he shows this post right here. Something interesting. When the guy responded saying, "I hope you design fossils in Gen 9, Hitoshi liked the tweet, and the quote tweet, directly acknowledging Gen 9's existence, which is no doubt deep in development at the moment. And they're referring to like this thing, I think like some of these, you know, tweets here and whatnot. And you know, this guy here, thanks for response, Hitoshi Sensei. I really like dinosaurs. Amauro and Tyrant will always be my favorite. I hope we'll see design fossil Pokemon again in Gen 9. I can't wait to see how fossil Pokemon in Gen 9 look like." And then of course, you look here, and yes, I guess he did actually, you know, like it. And this is one of the artists over at, you know, the Pokemon or Game Freak that actually makes the Pokemon. So if an artist is retweeting it, it could imply something, but it also could imply nothing. It says he is Japanese. He might not even understand what he means by Gen 9, but I guess it is what it is, right? So that's one of the things we saw right there. Next up, though, is this tweet here, and it is from, well, Junichi Masuda, saying, "Pokenshi, Game Freak yesterday, BDSP development company today, Game Freak tomorrow, this week is fluttering, laughs, let's do our best from the afternoon." And another sky picture. It seems like Masuda's been over at the Pokemon company and Game Freak and whatnot, actually, and just doing something. Could possibly be that my man has been recording a new Pokemon, you know, Presents. Now, again, it could be that he's not done that. Could be that he's been doing that. I don't really know. But he's been up to something, and it could mean a lot or it could mean nothing. We'll have to wait and see what the deal is with that. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see how it turns out. And now there's also this right here. This is the final thing I'm going to talk about for today. This was posted by Astrologus on r/PokeLeaks, saying now they're just trolling us at this point. They keep showing us those numbers. And there's this tweet from, or I guess tweet or post on Facebook, I guess, from the Pokemon, the Nintendo Switch like Twitter account or Facebook account, says, "In Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the Pocket is a handy gadget you'll receive on your journey that's loaded up with various apps. This all-purpose tool has apps for all sorts of situations, and you'll get more apps to use throughout your adventure." And then you see right there, there's the 1009 again, which is this rumored, like, you know, time frame or date we'll get the final trailer for these games before the release. Because guess what, guys? The games literally come out a month from now. They're coming out a month from now. They're coming out next month. Do you understand how close we are right now to BDSP? It's insane to me that it's already been this long, like since the reveals, and the game's already coming out. Like, it's incredible. So guess what? We're just going to have to be ready for this shit and see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it more or less for today's video. If you haven't seen our beautiful guys up here, let me know in the comment section down below. Which one of these boys is your favorite out of all of them? Even Rowlet included and, you know, whatnot, Pancham, etc. You know, just tell me in the comments. Which one is your favorite? Let me know. I want to know that. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Rowlet. I will be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.